So the public just found out that the UK has halted sharing intelligence with the US regarding us striking the suspected drug trafficking vessels in the Caribbean. British officials are deeming the US's strikes as illegal under international law. And to make things clear, the administration that we, the people, voted for knowingly, democratically, are following through with securing our borders and with addressing the fentanyl crisis that we've had in our country. There are terrorists, literal terrorists in these vessels, trafficking drugs into our country to kill our citizens. And the UK is going to tell us that striking them down and preventing illegal drugs from entering into our country, that's illegal. I have a moral issue with that. Next, the UK is supposed to be our strongest ally. As UK demographics change, as the UK gets conquered, we need to seriously question if that's true. Shabana Mahmood, the UK's new Home Secretary, she does not have the US's best interests in heart. She has Islam's best interest in heart. She says so herself. She's anti-West. Why would she want a secure United States? These are questions to start asking. Is the UK, is France, is Germany, is Sweden, are they going to be Islamic countries with nuclear capabilities? It's projected by Pew Research that by 2040, the UK will be majority Muslim. It's a majority Muslim country with those imported from countries like Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, who openly call for the West's destruction. Are those people our allies? And I'm asking this as somebody who has spent the last 3 years living in the UK, seeing the change firsthand. The enemy will always try to guise their propaganda as a moral issue, but if you take a step back and look at it from the big picture, you have terrorists trafficking drugs into our country to kill our people. The moral issue lies with why are we letting it happen, not the strikes. This is the United States of America, and we are strong, and you do not mess with us and traffic drugs into our country, regardless of whether or not we have the UK's intelligence on the matter. The concept of Islamophobia doesn't exist. The concept of Islamophobia doesn't exist. The concept of Islamophobia does not exist. She's a child. A child. Look at her fight to get out of it. So sick. So wrong. Their false prophet married Aisha when she was 6 years old. Consummated the marriage at 9. This culture, these countries, Muslim majority countries, marry children all the time. It's like a socially acceptable cultural norm. The entire culture is designed to oppress. Everything about it. So the idea that I'm Islamophobic because I don't want oppression, because I don't want men controlling what I wear, what my children wear, because I don't want it normalized, that it's okay to marry a child, that it's okay to rape children because your freak prophet says so. Your freak pedophilic loser false fake prophet says so in a book that was written at least 200 years after he lived. Yeah, I'm terrified of that because they're actively trying to take over. They're actively trying to invade, and they are actively taught and practice to kill all non-Muslims. There's more people that want me dead for not being Muslim than there are American citizens. That's terrifying. So Islamophobia is a made-up term designed to silence people from speaking out against this oppressive culture, this oppressive way of life. And I'm not going to be gaslit into believing otherwise. And I suggest the rest of you don't as well. Yesterday, we heard the most powerful words from the Trump administration to date. Watch.
This is our message to Americans in Democrat-run cities nationwide. Decline is a choice. You don't have to live in constant fear of being robbed, raped, or murdered. Your leaders are lying to you, and they have been failing you for decades. The President Trump approach of upholding law and order by letting our brave men and women in blue actually do their jobs to aggressively fight crime works.
Decline is a choice. Your leaders are lying to you. Remember when Biden tried to secure the southern border and said he needed billions of dollars to do so? He needed to pass some huge law to do so, and then Trump comes in and it's done. Oh, it's impossible to make DC safe. Oh, it's impossible to get a hold of the crime in Chicago. But then Trump comes in and it's done. Oh, homelessness in California, that's impossible to get a hold of too. I would bet you if California gets a strong leader in, it would be done. Politics matter. Who you vote for matters. It affects your day to day. England is going through a choice right now. Much of Europe is going through a choice right now where they elected these politicians who were probably bought out to open their borders. And it's a choice. This decline is a choice. And you make the decision at the ballot box. Do you want unsafe cities? Do you want to live in fear? Do you want wide open borders? Do you want your government working against you? That is what the left of today is. Seeing it in Europe. England is a government against its own people. And Tim Walz and Kamala Harris would have been a government against its own people. Decline is a choice.